What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here, Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty. Guys, I have another episode of Local Legends of the Flint Hills where business meets community. I've got Brady Armstrong here with me with Boys and Girls Club of Manhattan. Brady, thank you so much for joining me, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, Brady, talk to us a little bit about the mission of Boys and Girls Club and the history that you guys have here.
Absolutely. So the mission here at the Boys and Girls Club is to enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to reach their full potential as productive, caring, responsible citizens. And I think the way we look at that is giving every kid the opportunity to become the adult they're meant to be, the best version of themselves. So a little bit of our history, we're actually celebrating 30 years in our community. We've grown quite a lot, from serving about a half dozen kids in the community building down the street to now having 2 standalone facilities and 12 elementary school-based sites serving over 600 kids a day. So wow, quite a bit of growth in the last 30 years for sure.
Yeah, no, and you guys have been, I think we were talking off camera, you've been in this space right here, which is a pretty good little space. You want to talk to us a little bit about what this is?
Yeah, so this is our 5th Street location. We've been here for quite a while. Joyce Glasscock opened this back when she was our CEO, and we've been running some elementary programs out of here for quite a few years. We were very excited this year to finally be open in every elementary school, so our students can stay at those schools and have their programming out there, and we've converted this into what we're calling the Club Teen Center. So our middle and high schoolers will get to bus down here now and have their own space to kind of make it their own here on 5th Street.
Yeah. Not have to worry about the kindergartners coming on, the teenagers, huh? Got it. Okay, well, how many, and I know that you guys have you just opened a new location.
Yep.
You want to talk to us a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, so that was something that came together pretty quickly, and it's an exciting new venture for us. We opened our first early learning center. So a center closed out on Highway 24 recently, and there was already a childcare crisis in our community of people not having enough spots to find affordable care for their infants through preschoolers. And so our board and our CEO discussed it really diligently and decided that was something we could step up and help the community with. So we're serving from 6 weeks all the way through pre-K out on Highway 24 now, and we can serve up to 150 kids out there, so we're really excited about that.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, and then that's a huge need in this community for sure. So total, this location, the new location, and all the elementary schools and stuff, how many kids do you guys serve in the area?
Yeah. I would say we're getting close to 600 a day right now. So I think the other day we served just over 500 across our elementary sites, and then we've been having about 40 teenagers here and about 30 infants and toddlers out at the Early Learning Center.
Wow. And room to grow out there, it sounds like.
Yeah,
so.
a lot.
Wow, that's fantastic. So Brady, tell me a little bit about what the Boys and Girls Club actually offers here in the Manhattan area.
Yeah. So I think maybe a misconception about the Boys and Girls Club is that it's just daycare or it's just a place to go. We are that for sure. We want to be an affordable, safe place to send your kids, but we also run a lot of outcome-based programs. So everything we do is based around either healthy lifestyles, good character and citizenship, or academic success. So whether that's extra homework help or volunteering with our local fire department, we are looking to always use the time with the youth strategically and to help them grow into the adults they can be.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So whenever they come here after school programs or whatever that looks like, what are they kind of focusing on whenever they do come here to this space?
Yeah, so when they get to their space, we usually do start with recess and snack. We find after a long school day, they need to burn off some energy and get something to eat. But then we move into our programming. So whether that's Project Learn, which is where we're doing kind of fun learning activities that is based around what they do in the classroom as well. Or we have our Torch Club, which is where the kids volunteer and kind of come up with their own service projects. We're always looking for ways to use that time productively.
Yeah. And is it mainly after school programs that you guys are offering here, or is it additional stuff that you have?
Yeah, that's a good question. So all of our elementary sites are before and after school. So we can drop off before so parents can get to work and they can stay after school as well. One exciting thing about the club is that it's open quite a bit later for our high schoolers to have some more time to do their career development, field trips, etc. So we're open till 7 here Monday through Thursday, and then 9 o'clock on Fridays, which is really exciting.
Nice. What about during the summer? Do you guys have any programs
Yeah.
running as far as that goes?
Yeah, in the summer we're actually open all day. So we're open 7 to 6 at our elementary and our teen sites. So kids can come and go. That's when we get a lot of that quality time with the kids, so where we can do some exciting, like I said, field trips and different longer term projects with the kids.
Sure. So we talked a little bit about the Early Learning Center. Obviously, that's still very new, very gaining traction within the community. I think you said you have 40 some odd kids there. Talk to us what that looks like for 6 weeks up to what age, and then what does all that look like?
Yeah. So we're serving 6 weeks all the way through pre-K, so we'll have some 5-year-olds out there who aren't in kindergarten yet. Sure. And something that I think is really exciting is they are divided into their age groups. So we have infants, toddlers, preschool, and pre-K, and they are all using a different version of a curriculum called Frog Street, which we were really excited to collaborate with them. It's based on the latest brain research on infants and toddlers and is really developmentally appropriate to help get them ready for kindergarten and beyond.
Brady, with Boys and Girls Club being local, you said 30 years or so, what has that local impact for the Boys and Girls Club had on our local community? What does that impact look like here?
Yeah. I think one thing we see is that we're helping, again, those kids become the adults that are productive citizens in their community. So our one thing we try to focus on, especially as they get to the teen center, is making sure everyone graduates high school and they do so with a plan for their future. So whether that's staying here and going to K-State to get their 4-year degree, going to a technical school to get a good trade job, or even going straight into the workforce, we really want them each to have a specific plan for what success looks like for them.
Yeah. Just giving them a mapped out area and plan on things there. So actually that transfers into the next one, or transitions well into the next one, is what, can you give me an example of a certain kid that right now you maybe have a kid in your head, obviously don't give me names or anything, but what the club has been for that particular child or particular student, and what does that look like there?
Yeah. I'll actually give a specific example of a kid we just had come back recently. Her name's Shalise. She was actually the state youth of the year for Kansas when she was here as a club kid, and she's doing fantastic things right now. She's at Yale studying for her career, and she actually came out to our ribbon cutting for the Early Learning Center and was gracious enough to speak to some of the community members about what the club has meant for her. I think one thing that really stood out is that she spoke to the relationship she built at the club that allowed her to succeed in high school and get into Yale, and the fact that she's still connected with those folks today. They still talk, weekly or even more. She came and she wrote her speech at our director of programs desk. So seeing the impact of those relationships and the way they continue into adulthood was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, building those lifelong relationships with that, I think is awesome. So let's talk a little bit more. I want to kind of take a little bit of a turn here, and kind of in this realm of it is, what does the Boys and Girls Club do for our local area? Like, I know we've got local events and local things that you guys do quite a bit with, so talk to us about those events.
Yeah, so we have one coming up very soon that we're really excited about. We're doing our 10th annual Little Apple Duck Dash, which is a really fun family event. We'll be out at A&H Farm on September 15th. It's a free event for the family and kids to come out, and it's also a way to support the club. So we'll be racing the ducks. They're rubber ducks. They race down the rubber slide, and it functions kind of as a raffle. So you can adopt ducks to support our programming, and then the winners get some amazing prizes. First place being a free car for a year from Briggs Nissan. Wow. Avery Johnson was gracious enough to sign a football for us, and then we've got a gift basket from some local businesses as well that we're excited about.
Yeah. How does somebody get involved in the Duck Dash?
Yeah. The easiest way is go to littleappleduckdash.com, and you can purchase your ducks. They're $10 per duck, and even just one duck supports the snacks for a whole week for one of our elementary students. So buy your ducks, come out and see us on September 15th, and it'll be a real fun time.
Tell us a little bit how much over the years that you guys have been able to raise just with the Little Apple Duck Dash, what those numbers have looked like.
So the event has grown a lot over the 10 years, which we've been thrilled with. I think last year we had over 2,500 ducks adopted, which translates to over $25,000 to support those kids in our community. So we're hoping to do something similar this year, and we're hoping a lot of people come out and have some fun with us on the 15th as well.
Yeah. Trying to beat that, right?
Yeah,
Try to beat that
to.
2,500. Yeah. With any organization, right? Whether it be nonprofit, business, whatever it looks like, there's always some challenges that you end up facing. What have been some of the challenges that you guys have faced here at the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah. I'll speak to a couple. I think anyone who has kids or anyone who works in education has seen in the last few years the needs have just grown. I think COVID impacted kids a lot, and we're still seeing that even though we're back to quote unquote normal. Those few years where they weren't in their normal schooling has been a challenge, especially for some of our younger ones. So we're responding to that really well, I think, along with our collaborators at the school district, but that's certainly been a challenge over the last few years. And then the other thing I would speak to is just the fact that we are growing right now, and it's really exciting, but there come some growing pains and some challenges with that as far as just making sure we're addressing all these needs as well as we can.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So talking to that, what is your future plan here with Boys and Girls Club? Obviously you've got the 2 locations, but what does the future look like for you guys?
Yeah, I think we've had a really exciting year where we've grown a lot all at once, and I think we're excited to kind of dig in and really improve on the quality. Our teens are having fun here every single day, but we're looking to renovate this space and make it really what they want to be. We're thrilled with the 40 infants and toddlers we're having out at the ELC, but we're looking forward to having 100 plus out there as we try to meet the demand for the community as best we can.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, and it will. I mean, it'll continue to grow out there. Heck, that's where Manhattan's growing anyway, so it's a good spot. Okay, well, let's talk. How does somebody watching this video or anybody out there, how did they get a hold of you guys to volunteer, to donate, to whatever that looks like? How do they get involved with the Boys and Girls Club?
Yeah, so that's one of the most exciting parts of my job is I kind of get to be the first point of contact, and then I help everybody get connected with the way to interact with the club that's most meaningful for them. So I'm always available to talk to anyone about the club. You can reach out to me. It's Brady Armstrong. My email is barmstrong@bgclubmanhattan.com, or you can just give me a call at 785-477-6284.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm sure the website too to kind of go on there.
That's at bgclubmanhattan.com.
Perfect. So, all right. Well, Brady, I appreciate you jumping on here with me today. Any last words of advice or any last words of encouragement or anything else for anybody watching this video?
Yeah, I think, again, we're just really excited about the way we've grown and the way we're trying to address some needs in the community, and we're really excited to see how Manhattan is going to follow us and really help us meet those needs, and we're looking forward to the next 30 years in Manhattan.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I appreciate it. So, and you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I can tell you, Brady walked me around this space. I've been in that space on the other side of town too, and they're growing and they're doing a lot of really good things here. And I think we've talked about it quite a bit, right? You're filling a void for the Manhattan, or filling a need for the Manhattan community and everything that you guys have going on here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have anybody who's interested in getting involved or donating or whatever that looks like, 1, share this video with them so they can meet Brady via video, or 2, have them get a hold of Brady. All right, have them reach out, have them come by, have them say, come in and take a look at what they've got going on here. Again, these renovations that they got, this space is a really neat space down here on 5th Street, and I don't think you'll be disappointed by anything that you find here. So if you haven't done so already, go and hit that subscribe button, go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content, and please, please, please share this video with somebody that is interested in Boys and Girls Club or just interested in learning a little bit more about that. So Brady, thank you so much for joining me, man. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.